Hey guys, so today we are taking a look at 55% TEQ Android 17 and 18 that just released on global. So quickly, let's go over their kits and then I will show the team builds that I'm going to be using in today's video. So number one, their leader skill is the new category Worldwide Chaos or Future Saga, category key +3, and HP attack and defense 170%. So here's the thing. Typically, whenever we get these sort of like mediocre, subpar, not great categories like Worldwide Chaos, we've been very critical about them, and we haven't really been too receptive to always getting a new category whenever a Dokkanfest is released. Now that we have, and now that we know, as part of the 7th anniversary on JP Dokkan, that they are going to go ahead with this new leader skill mechanic where we have, a typical dual category leader skill plus a sub-category boost for units that are both in that main part of the leader skill as well as a sub-part of the leader skill. I actually think categories like this can see a lot more value moving forward, because what you can do with categories like Worldwide Chaos is we can get leader skills in the future where you have like, maybe something where it's like androids or, future category, key +3, HP attack and defense 170. And then if you're also in the Worldwide Chaos category, you get an extra 30% boost or, 40% boost or whatever, depending on how small that overlap is between those three categories. So, but as part of this leader skill specifically, I'm not the craziest. I'm not the most hype about this one particularly, just because the team isn't the best, and we'll talk about why in a second, but that is their leader skill there. Their super attack is the non-stop violence, so it raises attack and defense for one turn, so a 30% raise. Then they do immense damage and seal. They actually do seal super attack, which is pretty good. All right, let's move on to their passive. So buckle in, kids, because look at this. look at that. It's like a book. All right, so long-held anticipation is the name of their passive skill. Attack plus 170% and defense plus 180%. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to TEQ excluded to TEQ key spheres. Okay, so they're an orb changer to TEQ. That's good. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 35% per TEQ key sphere obtained. That is a very high value. Plus an additional attack plus 18% and defense plus 17% per key sphere obtained. TEQ key sphere is excluded. So basically, if you're not getting TEQ key spheres, you're getting 18% attack and 17% defense instead of the 35%. Then they get an additional 70% attack with 7 or more key spheres obtained, and they get an additional 80% defense with 8 or more key spheres obtained. Then they get an additional key +1 per rainbow key sphere obtained. Then they launch an additional super attack if HP is 35% or less when attacking. And then they nullify key blast super attacks directed at this character for the duration of that turn if HP is 35% or more when receiving an attack. Can I get a TLDR on this passive, dude? This is like, what, dude? They couldn't like figure out a way to make this a little bit shorter. But basically, the gist of what this unit's going to be doing is, if you're above 35% HP, they nullify 100% chance to nullify key-based super attacks. They're getting 35% attack and defense per TEQ key sphere obtained, and they're a TEQ orb changer. So they're pretty self-sufficient in that regard. But the thing with this unit is, you can get turns where they're unlucky, and you just get really bad orb placements, and they're not able to, really shine with the bunch of orbs that they're able to get. Like if you only get like 2 orbs of this unit on a rotation, like you get unlucky with the orb changing, they're not going to look that great. But on the other hand, if you get like pretty lucky and they change like 10 orbs and you get that one turn where they're like 400k defense, nullifying key blast supers, and they're sealing and all this stuff, like they're looking crazy good. That's not all, because we also have an active skill as well, Hellish Game. Now this is honestly, in my opinion, the most impressive part of what they're able to do. So here's the conditions. Can be activated when facing only one enemy whose HP is 35% or more, or when facing 3 or more enemies once only. So that is a pretty easy condition to get. So basically, if you're fighting one enemy, you're going to be able to activate this, unless they're under 35% HP, which is pretty rare. Also, if you're fighting 3 or more enemies. So basically, if you're fighting 2 enemies, that's pretty bad for this unit because they're not going to be able to activate this. but let's say you kill one and then there's one enemy left, then you can go ahead and use this. And the effect is it delays a single targeted enemy's attack for 1 turn. So this is literally AGL Pycon's active skill, but the condition is infinitely better than AGL Pycon's active skill. So this is a direct power creep on AGL Pycon's active skill, which is fine. I mean, it's a very powerful effect, but for a unit like the androids here, I think it's definitely good. Okay, so let's move on to their links. And this is one of the reasons why I don't really like their leader skill in particular, because if you take a look at their link set here, like Android Assault, Organic Upgrade, Twin Terrors, like those links, that like Android 17 and 18 centric 3-link package right there, not really going to work the best with these units on their leader skill. Like, for example, we take a look at the future category. Like, when you take a look at the future team, you're thinking of like Cell, Vegito Blue, the Blue Goku and Vegeta from the future, Future Trunks, Goku Black, Zamasu. None of those characters share any of those links. No one has Twin Terrors, no one has Android Assault, no one has Organic Upgrade. So automatically those 3 links are going to be specific for like other androids, and specifically even more than that, it's going to be to other 17s and 18s. So, yeah, not the greatest in terms of flexibility there, but Nightmare, Dismal Future, Brutal Beatdown, and Fierce Battle are pretty decent links, so at least they have that going for them. And in terms of the categories, they are on Worldwide Chaos, Future Saga, Android/Cell Saga, Android, Siblings Bond, and Joint Forces. I've built 2 teams for them, their own team, the Worldwide Chaos/Future Saga team, and then I've also built an Android team, which I believe they are going to work way better on than even their own team, just because of the way that their own team is built. So their own team here, I went with the STR Second Form Cell to be ran next to them as part of that rotation. STR Second Form Cell, I believe, is going to share 3 links with the androids, which is actually pretty good. I believe, let me just pick Cell here. What links does he share? It's going to be Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, and Fierce Battle. So 15% attack, 15% attack, and 20% attack. So that's, what is that? 50% attack from links. That's pretty decent. Plus, remember, Cell is a support character for Android/Cell Saga Extreme class units. 3 key, 40% attack and defense. So that's going to be a pretty good, partnership there between those 2 units. Then I'm going to be running the 2 boosts together, and then we'll have the TEQ Second Form Cell floating around because we have an extreme TEQ unit on both rotations, and the Zamasu will also be floating, as well as the Friend 17 and 18. Next, we have the Android team. This is definitely their best team, just because of the fact that you can run the new Banner Unit 19 and Dr. Gero next to 17 and 18. They do share 4 links with each other. Android Assault, oops, wrong one. Android Assault giving defense. Then we have Nightmare over here. Then we have Brutal Beatdown and Fierce Battle. So, did link level this guy a little bit, sort of like in the middle of the process of doing that, but that partnership's going to be really good. Both units, this is the crazy thing about this rotation. Both of these units completely nullify Ki Blast super attacks, so they will be able to pretty much just dominate any enemies. Like, it's just that simple. Then we have, I'm literally in the process of easying the 2 17s there. I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I continue with actually showing off this team. But these 2 17s, right, the Hellfighter 17 and the actual the Trenchcoat 17, insanely, massively powerful easy A's that these guys got. They will be a rotation, and then we're going to be doing the floater being the both the Friend 13 or the Friend 13 and My 13, and then we're going to be doing the STR Easy A Android 18, who also is a lot better now once she has her Easy A. So this team is going to look very, very impressive. This team will take into the Android Super Battle Road stage, and this is the team we're going to start the video with. So let me go ahead and finish up Easy-Aing the 2 17s. We'll be right back, then jump into the Android stage of Super Battle Road. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the Android stage of Super Battle Road. We're going to be using, obviously, this team right here. Finally found an Android 13 friend. It took a little bit. Going to be using the Icarus Kid Go on support memory, obviously. Oh, let me change this. I just did the Planetemic Saga stage, and this Sheila item is here. If you guys saw that video, definitely didn't have good luck with that Sheila item. Actually, the video's probably not up yet, whatever. We're going to go with this. Again, I want to have 17 and 18 next to 19 and 20, and then I want to have both of the Easy Aid 17s next to each other. I just finished them a few seconds ago. So let's go ahead and jump in, and we will see how Android 17 and 18 look here at 55%. Okay, rotations are okay. Actually, they're not really that great. We're going to have to rotate off 19 and 20. Wow, this is bad. Yeah, because we have to have both the 13s in the front here. Oh my god. I really don't want to reset this either because it took forever to find the friends. Defense is looking very solid. Obviously, we have a ridiculous amount of support here. What is this, like 120% support? No, this is 30%. So it's actually 100% support because these guys are 40 and both these guys are 30. Yeah, I'll leave things this way, I guess. And we'll try and get the stun on the tech guy here. Let's do that. And we'll do that. And then we'll just keep attacking him, I guess. Let's go ahead and grab this. Okay, so no item here. Hopefully we don't get like bombarded by supers right away. That's fine. I mean, this is just normal super battle road, so it shouldn't be too crazy. But these rotations are really bad. We don't have either one established that we wanted to get. Alright, so we'll get the stun maybe? No stun, we got the crit though. I mean, if we can get the crit with this guy, we will take him out, so that's good. I think the friend went 20 additional though, so... Oh well. Okay, he didn't super nice. And these guys are at 3.5. Okay, so this guy is dead. The thing is here that none of these guys do Ki Blast supers, so keep that in mind for these guys as well as the other 17 and 18. Alright, so... Yeah, we can use the active skill because there's 3 enemies. I'm going to do this for now. We have 2 Links, Android Assault, and Twin Terrors. Just because, obviously, we're tech, I am going to go ahead and use the active skill on the Int enemy. Let me just make sure that the skip feature is off so we can actually see the active skill. Okay, nice. And we'll go ahead and use it to skip this Int enemy's turn here.
もう一気に終わらせちゃおうよ、17号。
慌てるなよ。もっとじっくりやろうぜ。あっさり全滅させてしまったんじゃ、俺たちの楽しみはなくなってしまうんだぞ。
Alright, so now he doesn't attack this turn. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do this instead, because this way we get all these links active, and we have type advantage in the first slot there anyway with the 18. And then that also means we can bring down these tech orbs. I'll attack this guy, the physical one. We'll bring down those tech orbs. So how many is this? 7? So this means we're going to get the attack boost, but we're not going to get the defensive boost. So before they get the orbs, they're at 137,000 defense. I'm going to target the AGL guy here, pick these orbs up, and their defense jumps up to 229,000. Keep in mind they're getting a 30% boost from their super attack effect, so their defense is going to be something like, what is that, like 270k or something? 200 and no, it's gonna be like a 200. Yeah, it's like 300k defense. Yeah, all right, well, it's over 300k actually. So they're over 300k defense, they're ceiling, and they're immune to Ki Blast supers. So yeah, looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and attack, I guess, you with the Hellfighter 17, and we should be good to go here. This 18 has, what, a high chance to perform an additional, medium chance? 4.5, that's good. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of support on rotation here, but yeah, 4.5 for a 55% unit, 300 over 300k defense, they're ceiling. Oh, he actually lived. Okay, well, did I target him? No, I actually switched targets. 4.1 for this guy. Okay. So now we keep this here like this. I'm gonna actually move you in the front here. 208,000. Let's... So this guy's sealed, so it doesn't even matter. I guess we'll go ahead and just focus on the physical guy. Let's do that. So this physical one should be taken care of, and then we'll go ahead and take you out with the one at the end. So finally have the rotations established after this turn. That's going to do a bit of damage. Only 109. This is a joke. This is a joke. We're not going to die here. And then the other thing to mention as well is that because the Tech 17 and 18 are orb changing so much, you can have turns where they're healing like basically half your HP if you get lucky. Look at that 5 million attack stat from that EGL 17 as well. So we'll take this guy out here, and then we'll end this fight on this next turn. Yeah, this update definitely brought a lot of buffs to the Android category. Unfortunately, we got pretty shafted with the orbs here. We can get 10 orbs that are not tech. So in terms of the links, we have Android Assault, Nightmare, Brutal Beatdown, and Fierce Battle. What do we have in the middle here? Twin Terrors activates in the middle, which I don't even know what that does. Is it? I think it's just a key link, isn't it, Twin Terrors? Yeah, key +2. Okay, so we'll do this. We're going to grab these 10 orbs here. They're at 143k. And once they grab these orbs, they're going to jump up to 244k. And then with these guys, we'll just grab this. And then we'll do this. Keep in mind that even though we have type disadvantage, they're going to be sealing, so they're not going to get supered. And we will be good to go here. So again, they're at like 330k defense or something after the super attack, because they get the 30% boost. So this guy's going to die. Not from these guys, but he'll die from the 19 and 20. Yeah, there's not much he can do. These guys come in for 3.3 million. Okay, we'll move on to the next fight here. Finally have the rotations established. Nice. I think the next fight is what? Rildo and like the Sigma, like an assembled squadron or whatever they're called. Okay, so we have this rotation here. Defensively, we're looking at 269,000 defense on this guy. Does he share anything else in the middle? No. Okay, so I mean, we're fine here. In terms of this guy as well, remember he does also have a 30% stack on super attack effect, so he's starting at 270k. He's basically getting an extra 90,000 defense from supering, so he's going to be at 360k defense once he supers here. This rotation is absolutely busted. Like, these guys are just regular banner units that have been in the game since, like, AGL Super 17 released. Like, it's ridiculous. Okay, so let's attack you. The Hellfighter 17, we will redirect the attack to you. And then the AGL 13, I guess we'll try and stun the tech guy just so that we can potentially avoid getting supered at the end there. So let's do that. And I don't really expect us to take any damage here. Alright, so you're at 5.17, pretty good, with 360k defense. No super yet, and then the int one is going to be at 3.87 million. His defense is honestly even higher than the AGL. Oh, we got the stun. His defense is even higher than the AGL ones, by the way. His defense is like over 400k or something. So yeah, this rotation is pretty insane. This isn't even the point of the video, but I just wanted to have this rotation just to show you guys how absurd this is. Okay, and then we'll just tank that easily, and then hopefully we get good orb changes here. Kind of okay, not crazy. We'll put you guys in the front, and we will attack you. I don't think... Yeah, Rildo doesn't do a beam-based super, I don't think. But we'll drop the tech orbs here. And then we'll go ahead and do this. This is 9 orbs, nice. I guess we'll just kill Rildo. Rildo's gonna die here, right? Get a... They literally just healed the full HP. 286,000, so they're just gonna be shy of 400k defense once they super, and they're sealing. All this stuff. And then we'll do this. Okay, yeah, this is like an invincible rotation almost. 3.3 million. Remember, these guys also do heal, by the way, on their super attack effect. 10%, right? Isn't it 10%? I think it's 10%, yeah. So they're looking pretty good. And then the 17 and 18 come in with a 5 million attack stat, 55%. Level 1 links. And this should be the end of Rildo. He's actually alive. Okay, wow. He's sealed us, we can't do anything, and then maybe this is going to kill him. 2.2 million from 13 here. Let's see. He lived, but the additional is going to take him out. Okay, so let's move on to the final fight here, which is again against 3 enemies, which means that if we had had 17 and 18 here on the first rotation, they could have just used their active skill right away. But we do have the overpowered rotation of both the 17s. So I'm going to go ahead and put this guy in the front here. 273k defense, so again, he's going to be over 360k. Remember, this int Hellfighter 17 is getting 120% defense when he performs a super attack, and then on top of that, he does also get the 30% boost. So just from his super attack effect, or sorry, just from his passive, he is going to be, what is this, like, just from his passive, he's going to be like 380k defense, then he gets a 30% boost. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack you. Let's go and grab this. I'm actually going to save those. Well, yeah, let's do this. We'll keep attacking Rildo just to see if maybe we could just take Rildo out here. I actually kind of don't want to take Rildo out. And the reason why I don't want to take Rildo out here is because if we reduce the amount of enemies to 2, that means we can't use the active skill with the 17 and 18 next turn. So I'm going to redirect the final attack to Baby here. Let's grab this. Hopefully we do change the... We get lucky and change the int orbs to tech next turn. Alright, how much does this do? Nice damage. Alright. 5.27, just very casually every turn. Alright, and then Hellfighter 17. He should be able to take out Rildo. There's no way, right? Doesn't have enough firepower to take him out. Okay, nice. So now we're going to come in with the 18 at the end, who can do multiple supers. Okay, this is fine. He's actually going to do 0 damage. Yeah. That Hellfighter 17 has so much defense after he super attacks. Alright, so we will lower his attack. Oh damn, we didn't get the additional super. Okay, that is fine. Because now we have 3 enemies here, so we can use the active skill turn 1. Gonna go ahead and put the androids in. Actually, no, I'll do this, because I want to grab these with 19 and 20. I'm gonna go ahead and use the active skill, and I'll actually use it on Baby. Because Baby's attacking a decent amount of times in the front and in slot 2, so let's go ahead and do this.
もう一気に終わらせちゃおうよ17号
慌てるなよもっとじっくりやろうぜあっさり全滅させてしまったんじゃ俺たちの楽しみはなくなってしまうんだぞ
Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and retarget to Rildo. Let's go ahead and do this. Drop the green orbs. And then we'll retarget to Dr. Mew. And, oh damn, we can only get 7. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll grab that. So defensively, they're at 141k. Once they grab these, we'll jump up to 225k. Keep in mind, they didn't even get they didn't even get the boost from the 8 orbs because we didn't get 8 orbs. So they're missing out on 80% defense. Yeah, and they're still at that number. Plus, they're getting a 30% from super attack effect as well. We will retarget to you and hopefully take you out on this turn. Should be able to. Shouldn't really have an issue with that. Okay, so these guys are at 3.3. Remember, they're healing and they're raising their defense. They absorb Ki Blast supers, like all this ridiculousness. We haven't even seen them get super this whole event yet. Can we get a super attack? Okay, there's one. Hey, guess what? Oh wait, that's not a... Okay, it wasn't a key-based super, so they didn't absorb it, but they took 0 damage anyway. That looked like a key-based super to me. I wonder what that is. Maybe it's just like a weapon? I don't know. Alright, so we should be able to take out Rildo here. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we just finished the fight next turn with the 17s. Oh, especially with this. He could actually just stun. If he stuns this Baby, there's nothing they could do. No, he's alive. Okay. Well, we're just going to kill him this turn. So let's go ahead and... Are we going to kill him this turn? Maybe. Let's just do this. I'm going to try and save all the tech orbs. And see if we can get like a monster turn next turn. That'll be an amazing turn if we can actually not finish this here. So yeah, just 5.17 every turn from this GL 17. I think we can actually not kill them this turn. 46 damage, pretty good. And then we'll take him out. I don't think 13, unless he gets an additional here, we'll take out this Dr. Mew. Don't critter additional, don't critter additional. Okay. Ah, okay, well we got an additional, so that's over. Well, there you guys go. Android Super Battle Road defeated, no items, full HP. This Android team is pretty absurd. Keep in mind, we are still, you know, online, because we still have the superhero movie coming out in April, which is obviously going to be heavily Android themed. So we still have a lot of buffs left for this category. So pretty cool, very, very easy, 0 items used. And let's go ahead and jump into a longer event with their own team next. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the Majin Buu stage of Infinite Dragon Ball history here. We have their own team, the Worldwide Chaos / Future Saga team. Again, I want to have them next to the STR Cell. He provides the 3 links to them, as well as the extra 40% attack and defense, and 3 ki, because they are in an extreme class Android / Cell Saga unit. Other rotation is going to be the Buu tanks next to the Exchange Buu, and then we're going to have the Tech Cell floating. Now, the reason I have Tech Cell on here is because both main rotations have an extreme tech unit, and then obviously Tech Cell does Rainbow, or not Rainbow Orb change, orb changes to Tech Orbs, which is going to further help out the androids. So I do have a friend here as well. The friend will be floating. The friend is also like the exact, literally a mirror image of mine. 55%, no skill orbs, level 1 Link, so he is pretty much just the bare bones, as bare bones as you can get with that. Also going to have Guasu and Zamasu floating around for the extra defensive support as well as Ki. So let's go ahead and jump in, and we will see if we can get the rotations established early here. Okay, we're going to have to float off. Wow, this is terrible. How come I always get like the worst rotations known to man? I'm going to float off mine. Yeah, look, we can already use the active skill. I'm going to float mine off here. Wow, we got really unlucky with the orb changing because we actually had double tech orb changing from both androids here, and this is still what we got. Okay, let's do this. So even with this rotation, right, what are their links here? They only have Fierce Battle. 128,000. We can't see what their number is going to be after this, but probably going to be like 230k, I would imagine. 240, 250, something like that. So we'll grab those, and yeah, I mean, this unit doesn't really take damage from really anything. I mean, the only way I could really see them taking damage is if you have them in slot 1 and the enemy attacks them with like a non-key based super before they get to attack. And even then, their defense is probably still going to be like in the mid 200Ks, so it's not like they're bad even in that scenario. All right, 3.6 million. I just want to get them linked up next to the STR cell because he's going to be able to provide a massive help to them. Alright, so I'm going to keep this rotation here. We will... I can't even super. Let's just do this. Texel is going to take some damage, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll do this. Okay. So we actually have 2 tech orb changers floating on this team because the friend androids also does count, right? That's pretty insane. We're going to be able to get some pretty ridiculous turns, I think, with the androids here. STR cell looking pretty decent, even without like any of his major links active here. Alright, so this rotation is going to be established next time. Let's float you off. We'll have Boo Tanks just take you out. Let's do this. And then we're actually able to get, what is this, 11 orbs here. Okay, so Boo Tanks will take him out. Unfortunately, I should have actually just grabbed the tech orbs because we could start stacking with him. Whatever, it's fine. This event's not going to kill me. It's fine. Yeah, I'm surprised he actually lived that. Okay. So now we have our rotations done, finally. What is this, turn 4? Alright, so androids next to Cell. We have double tech orb changing. That was still pretty bad, honestly. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes you get turns like this. I mean, obviously, this is not really going to happen in a normal event where he changes the candy orbs like this, but things like this can happen. Turns like this can happen where you just get unlucky like this. So we have Nightmare, Brutal Beatdown, Fierce Battle active here. With the STR cell, I will go ahead and grab this. Actually, damn, I don't want to grab that. What do I do here? This is, yeah, I guess we just grab this? I don't know. I'm not even going to be able to super here. Let's do this. Yeah, it's not great. Just unlucky. We got destroyed by these candy orbs here. That sucks. Well, let's just go ahead and play it out. Do this. I guess we'll give you these, whatever. Of course you're going to super before I attack. Super unlucky turn. At 3 million from Cell. He is full link level 10. And rainbowed. And then the androids, even with only 3 orbs, are up to 3 million. But keep in mind, that's a lot of support they're getting on this rotation. 50% from the tech cell and then 40% from the STR one. So this is a 90% support turn. But clearly a very unlucky turn from the orb standpoint. Hopefully we get luckier next turn. Alright, so he's going to exchange. Let's just keep this guy stacking, I guess. Let's go ahead and do this. give you these. Grab this. Alright, so next turn as well, we also do have the double tech orb changing from both the androids. Don't kill him. Okay. Just wanted to get this defensive stack in. Cool. Alright, let's see what the tech orbs look like here. There's one. Are you kidding me? One orb? Oh my god. Alright, let's do this. I'll put Cell here just to grab these, and then we'll grab all those tech orbs with you guys. 9 orbs. Pretty good. 117k. Oops. Jumps to 256. Pretty good. And then with you guys, let's do this. Okay, well, I would honestly say that that was still pretty unlucky. Because we couldn't even put him in slot 1 there. Yeah, we would have nullified that damage. Because that was a key-based super attack, but I just wanted to get the extra orb, so I put him in slot 2. Alright, almost a 5 million attack stat. Nice. And the ones at the end didn't really get anything. Yeah, that's a pretty low number. But honestly, their defense is probably still pretty high. It's probably like 200,000 still. These ones, the ones that have 0 links active. So I'll take that. Still taking double digits. Of course. All this garbage in the way here. Barely not enough to... Are you kidding me? Let's just get rid of all this. So we can grab these. And then we'll do that. Okay. Alright, so this is the first turn where we won't have double tech orb changing. But we do have the extra defense from Guasu and Zamasu. Yeah, look, they only changed 2 orbs. Like, that's so unlucky, man. Alright, do they share any extra links with Guasu and Zamasu? No. I'm actually going to give them all these. This is 11 orbs. So at 143,000 defense, this is a lot of support here, because Guasu and Zamasu are giving, what, 70% defense? So this is 110% defensive support here and the 40% offensive support. So 143,000 jumps to 241,000. Yeah, if those were tech orbs, oh my god, that would have been insane. Their defense would probably be above like 330k if those were tech orbs, but it is what it is. And then we'll do this. Please super in the front. This should be a key blast super, right? Yep. Too bad. $4.19. Okay. Yeah, they are pretty good. And second form cell, 3 million. While supporting. Additional nice. Okay, well, I think we'll get a few more turns in here just to see if we can get lucky with the tech orbs, but you can see what I'm talking about, right? They're obviously really, really powerful, but they definitely can be inconsistent at times with the orb changing. Because if you get unlucky with the orbs, I mean, they can either look like the best unit in the game, or they can look like just average. It just completely depends on the orb luck that you get. This is a lot of orbs. Let's try something here. Let's do this. Actually, that didn't work. Let's give you that. And then we'll give the androids at the end. We'll give you these. Alright, so we're going to have the tech second form cell back on rotation next turn. Kind of want them to finish off this guy here. I did an additional. Can the androids finish him off? 3.8? Probably not. They need to get their 10% crit chance here to kill him, I think. Nope. Alright, well, we'll see what we can get here with the one attack in the front with the androids. How many tech orbs are we going to see here? There's one. That was it? I guess we changed tech orbs to tech orbs or something? I don't know. That was again, 7 orbs is not bad, but you could see a lot better than that. 135,000 goes to 219,000. Okay, are we going to get a Dokkan attack here? Hopefully we don't. I don't want to get one yet. We do. Okay, well. Well, goodbye. Nice try. I think what we'll do is we'll see one more turn with my androids, because the next turn is going to be them, and then we're also going to have the friend floating too, so hopefully we can get like one of these monster turns where we just have like a ton of tech orbs, but if not, it's fine. We've seen them in pretty much a bunch of good scenarios. So we'll take out this guy here. And then I guess we're moving on to Buhan next? Boo Piccolo. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, let's just get this. Buhan will give you that. And then we'll just grab this. Hopefully we can orb change those AGL orbs. That would be so good. Fine. Kind of do want Buhan just to take this guy out here. So we have a full pool of HP to play with, but there's probably like a 0% chance he kills him here. Yeah, I'm not gonna have him. Okay, well. I'm praying we get lucky here. Change those AGL orbs and we are in business for a monster turn to end the video on. Let's see. Oh, we did. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Nice. Okay. 117,000 defense. I'm going to go ahead and use the active skill, and we will get these orbs and see how ridiculous this ends up being. So let's go ahead and do this. Okay. So, 117,000. Let's go ahead and collect these 18 orbs, 17 of which are tech orbs. Actually, can we? No, this is the most we can get. Okay, so let's do this. They are up to 371,000. Remember, they're getting 30% on Super. So, yeah, they're going to be over 500. Yeah, they're going to be over 5. Like, just. Actually, they're probably going to be like just about 500k defense here once they super attack. Plus their ceiling, plus they're immune to Ki Blast supers. Yeah. Pretty dumb unit. So as we wrap this one up, let me know down below what you guys think about this unit at 55%. I will definitely be showing them off again once we get them to Rainbow, because I did pull the other copies already. So actually the banner, because the banner shafted me really badly in the beginning, but I went in a little bit more and they just kept feeding me copies. So yeah, pretty good. But yeah, again, let me know down below what you guys think about this Android 17 and 18 at 55% level 1 links. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.